I had to set this up really quick and show everyone this amazing collection that I got from Walmart, of all places. So, for the last year, or within the last year, I've been kind of rediscovering toys, one of my favorite loves as a child. And I've set out to kind of recollect the figures that I had when I was a boy, and no figure would be complete without Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, what a treat that I had when the 40th year anniversary collection came out. Just kind of recreating these iconic figures that we got from Playmates back in 1988. They are remastered, they are resculpted, they are enhanced, and they look amazing. So, without further ado, I'm just going to go through each one by one, and kind of show you what they look like. So, I'll start off from left to right. Raphael, he is so cool, and he has his classic Sai weapons and his classic belt with just great detail. You can see like just the letter R on the belt, the attention to detail that they gave for these 40-year anniversary collectibles is just amazing. As always, he has his traditional pocket on his shell belt that holds one of the figures from his box, and I'll show those in just a second. But these figures are just iconic, and they look so good. I know some people don't like the porous kind of nature of like the skin, or what's supposed to just be like the surface of the turtles. Some people don't like it; they think it looks weird. But I don't think it takes away from the originals. Like, the originals are smooth, but these, they give a little bit of hint of realism, all with the same charm and class of the first set of toys. So I really like Raph. I tried to put him in this little action pose, and he just looks so awesome and so menacing, and just, yeah, look at Raph right in your face. Whoops, let me back up. But yeah, and as much as I like Raph, he is not my favorite. My absolute favorite is Michelangelo. So I'll go to him next. And just, obviously what helps to bring these figures to life is the fact that they're just like not hard plastic weapons anymore. We don't have that little bendy wire or that little bendy plastic strip that we had on his original nunchucks. We have like actual chains, actual little clips that come together and that make these functional. Again, just a lot of great detail. The M on his belt is, stylized. The shell, it feels really good. And he's got that menacing little snarl on one side of his mouth. But when we turn it around, we see he still has a fully functional belt with a second nunchuck, and it is packed in there pretty nice. I could have done two nunchucks, but I felt like that would have been a little bit too busy, and I just wanted them to have a really focused, really clean, articulated look. And so that's kind of why I posed him the way that I did, and I really like it. Like, seriously, Michelangelo is my favorite Ninja Turtle of all time. And what team would be complete without a leader? We have Leonardo, and Leonardo looks amazing. Full snarl on both sides of the face. And you can see he has, I've seen some other videos where some of the creators note that like some of the teeth are missing in like the recreations. But the attention to detail for these 40-year figures is just amazing, because you can see that he has that third tooth restored, and it just looks so good. The blue is so rich. Depending on how this comes out on camera, you might see it a little bit differently, but the blue is just so rich. It's just like that royal blue that we all come to know and love. And I just put one katana in his hand, and I put the other katana on his back. He's got this great belt, this great functional cross belt. and it just looks so good, and he just looks so menacing, and he's take no prisoners. All right, I love him. I love Leonardo. And last but not least is Donatello. Donatello is probably like, in order of like ranking, I'd probably say Michelangelo first, then Leo, and then Don, and then Raph, in terms of like my favorite turtles. But just like the leader, Don has this great cross belt that's very functional because it holds his bow staff. And you can see like all of the bow staffs have been enhanced to accent the color of their wielder. So purple, blue. We have blue on the katana handles, orange on the nunchuck handles, and red on the sides. And it's just beautiful. And I struggled a little bit to get the bow in his hand, so I just kind of settled on this kind of, him hinting that he's going for his bow staff, but just keeping it secure. And if I ever feel like messing around with the hand again, maybe I'll go back. But honestly, it don't need to. This looks so cool just the way it is. And I love Donatello. So those are the 40-year figures, but we're not done, because I also want to take a moment to just kind of show their individual box sets, because they do come with additional weapon pieces for a more modern audience. So for Raph, again, his back, it has that little casing, that little pocket that's fit for these dagger type inserts. And I did not take them out of the packaging because I didn't want them everywhere or getting lost. But they fit nicely. He gets this new sort of double-sided pickaxe with dual ninja stars. And again, the packaging for these is just beautiful. 1998 remastered. We have some beautiful box art on the side. We can see him wielding both the sai and his pickaxe. And we can see all of the turtles on the rear box art. And it's just beautiful. And I'll get to the diorama pieces in just a minute, but I just kind of wanted to focus on the box just for a sec. So I left their modern weapons intact, and then maybe if I ever want to switch up their look, I'll switch out the modern weapons with the classic ones, but for now this is more than okay. For Michelangelo, we have a very similar setup. We have daggers that doesn't really have a place to go outside of him holding them, and we have dual stars, but his back is really just for the nunchucks. So much so that they don't even hold his modern weapon, which is like this dual scythe or scythe, whatever it's called. He can hold it, but he cannot store it. So the nunchucks are still pretty much like the better option for him. But in either case, he's kicking ass and taking names. The next box, and also a cool display, is Leonardo. And Leo has this, I don't even know what you call it, but it's a two-handed sharp blade of sorts. It's got, half a dozen pointed sides, and you hold it in two places, and I guess you just kind of swipe it across from, in front, or, swipe it from top to bottom, or swipe it from bottom up. And, again, he has the two daggers and the two ninja stars, but his ninja casing only holds his original weapon, which is his dual katanas. So, again, he looks amazing, and I'm just super happy to have him. And last but not least is Donatello. And Donatello has this dual-sided, everything is dual. Like every modern weapon they have is the same on both sides. You can't really see it because it's kind of tucked in there, but Donatello has this dual mace swinging from the end of a bow staff. And so it's the same little mace here on the other side of his bow staff that's hidden by the packaging. But he has two ninja stars, and he has two daggers, and yeah, he's good either way. So those are the modern turtles, and they just look amazing. You can see their slight shades of green and brown that, differentiate them. And those are the same as, those are the same as their 1988 counterparts. And so I just wanted to do a quick little comparison between the 40-year anniversary figures and their counterparts. And so these are not like 1988. They're based on the 1988 figures, but they're actually newer than that. I couldn't find the 1988 figures at a price that I was, willing to pay for, but these are just essentially the same. So again, they don't have that porous kind of feel to their texture, but everything else is essentially the same, minus a little bit more articulation. The 40-year figures are better articulated, but I'm not opening these, so they're just, classically stored away in their package, and they look amazing. Raph is in a really good packaging. Michelangelo, excuse me, he is probably the newest of all of the figures, because you can see the packaging down here in front. He has the name kind of cutting off a little bit of his display, which is fine. Again, not going to open him, but just super happy to get this. I think I got this one in the store. If not, I got it on eBay, but they sell this one in the store. So if you're looking for turtles, this is definitely the year to get them. I finished my retro collection just a few days ago. I had Raph and Michelangelo for a while, but I didn't have Leo and Donatello for like the longest. And then finally I was just like, you know what, just pull the trigger, get them, finish your collection. And then as soon as I ordered Donatello and Leo, like 2 or 3 days later, I found the 40-year collectibles had been released by Walmart. So of course I had to spend a little money to get them, but so worth it. Just so beautiful. I love having these figures. When I had these as a boy, I was just so enthralled. I wanted to be a Ninja Turtle. I was always kicking and jumping and trying to do karate and martial arts. And I was so inspired by, these figures, the movie style Ninja Turtles, the talking turtles where you pull the strip through their shell and then they say their catchphrase. So I had all of them. And it brings me a lot of joy to just kind of recreate this collection all these years later. And I'm going to make more videos that show what I have and how I display them. But I start today with the turtles, and that's pretty much all I have. So hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. If you're seeing this on the day that it comes out, please mark your calendar for Walmart CollectorCon, which is March 13th and 14th, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Get online and pre-order all of the great figures that are coming out. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are coming out with a mutant military line. It's a 4-pack for about like $45. There's G.I. Joes, there's Star Wars, I think there's some Transformer figures, there's She-Ra, and maybe 1 or 2 other lines that I'm forgetting. But Walmart CollectorCon this Thursday. Set your alarm, and yeah, I'll see you online. Later.